Hello, welcome to the Rio Gaming Nexus YouTube channel. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Enjoy the video, and thanks for watching.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the shadows of the DC universe to explore the story of a man who was once its greatest protector, only to become its most terrifying nightmare. We're talking about Sinestro, the master of fear and the arch-nemesis of Hal Jordan. But how did the Green Lantern Corps' most celebrated member fall so far? Let's find out. Our story begins on the planet Corriger, a world known for its order and discipline. Sinestro was an anthropologist dedicated to studying ancient ruins and preserving his planet's history. He was a respected scholar, a family man, and a pillar of his community. One day, while excavating a site, a Green Lantern named Prolgasgota crash-landed nearby, mortally wounded in a battle with a weaponer of Cord. The dying Lantern's ring, seeking a worthy successor, chose Sinestro for his immense willpower and his innate ability to overcome great fear. In that moment, Sinestro's life changed forever. He accepted the ring and, with its power, defeated the pursuing weaponer. However, Sinestro's first act as a Lantern revealed a darker side. To prevent the weaponer from ever threatening anyone again, he let it perish, a decision that went against the very principles of the Corps he had just joined. This was the first crack in the pristine armor of the universe's newest hero. When he arrived on Oa, the headquarters of the Green Lantern Corps, Sinestro quickly distinguished himself. His discipline, his strategic mind, and his unwavering willpower were second to none. He became a legend the Lantern other members looked up to. The Guardians of the Universe themselves saw him as their finest soldier. He was assigned to mentor new recruits, including a promising but rebellious Lantern from a backwater planet called Earth, Hal Jordan. The relationship between Sinestro and Hal Jordan was complex from the start. Sinestro saw potential in Hal but was constantly frustrated by his defiance and his unorthodox methods. He believed in absolute order, in control, in using the ring's power to impose peace. Hal, on the other hand, valued freedom and individuality. Their differing philosophies created a constant tension, a friendship built on a foundation of mutual respect and fundamental disagreement. They were brothers in arms, but they were walking two very different paths. Sinestro was assigned to Sector 1417, which included his home planet of Corriger, and this is where his fall truly began. He was obsessed with protecting his people, with creating a perfect crime-free society. Using the power of his ring, he slowly transformed Corriger into a police state. He installed himself as its silent ruler, creating an illusion of utopia built on a bedrock of fear. To the rest of the universe, Corriger was a paradise, a shining example of what a Green Lantern could achieve. But to its people, it was a gilded cage. Eventually, Hal Jordan discovered the truth. During a visit to Corriger, he saw the oppression hidden beneath the orderly surface. The people lived in constant fear of their supposed protector. Horrified, Hal realized that his mentor, the greatest of all Green Lanterns, had become a tyrant. He knew he had to expose him. This act of betrayal, as Sinestro saw it, would shatter their friendship and set them on a collision course that would shake the cosmos. Hal brought evidence of Sinestro's tyranny before the Guardians of the Universe. Faced with irrefutable proof, the Guardians were forced to act. They put their greatest Lantern on trial. In a stunning verdict, Sinestro was found guilty of abusing his power and using it to instill fear. As punishment, he was stripped of his ring and his title and banished to the Antimatter universe, to the planet Cord, the very world his old enemies, the Weaponers, called home. This was not just a punishment. It was a death sentence. The Guardians believed that in the hostile environment of Cord, Sinestro would either perish or learn the error of his ways. They were wrong on both counts. Instead of breaking him, his banishment forged his hatred into an unbreakable weapon. In the desolate forges of Cord, Sinestro found new allies. The Weaponers, who respected his power and shared his hatred for the Guardians, crafted a new power ring for him. But this ring would not be powered by will. It would be powered by the very emotion he had used to control his people, the emotion he now embodied, fear. The new ring glowed with a terrifying yellow light, the color that represented the impurity in the Green Lantern's own power source. With this new weapon, Sinestro became something more than a fallen hero. He became the living embodiment of terror. He returned from his exile not as a disgraced lantern, but as the master of the yellow. Light of fear, ready to wage a one-man war against the cores he once led. His first act was to hunt down his former friend, Hal Jordan. Their battles became legendary, a clash of ideologies personified, will versus fear, green versus yellow. Sinestro believed that true order could only be achieved through control, and fear was the ultimate tool of control. He saw the Green Lantern's refusal to use fear as a weakness, a naivety that left the universe vulnerable to chaos. He wasn't just seeking revenge. In his mind, he was trying to save the universe from itself. To amplify his power, Sinestro decided he could no longer fight his war alone. He began recruiting others who could instill great fear, creating his own army to rival the Green Lanterns. Thus, the Sinestro Corps was born. From monstrous aliens to terrifying cosmic entities, he gathered the most feared beings in the universe, armed them with yellow power rings, and unleashed them upon the cosmos. The Sinestro Corps' war was a conflict that threatened to extinguish all light, proving once and for all that Sinestro was one of the most dangerous beings in existence. And so, the journey of Thal Sinestro is a tragic circle, from a scholar dedicated to order, to a hero who enforced it, to a tyrant who corrupted it, and finally, to a messiah of fear who seeks to impose his twisted vision of order on everyone. He's not just a villain. He's a dark mirror of the heroes he fights, a constant reminder that the line between protector and oppressor is terrifyingly thin. His story is a powerful lesson that even the noblest intentions can pave a path to darkness. What do you think? Is Sinestro a tragic figure or a monster beyond redemption? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Until next time, stay legendary.